to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 9.
They'll try the left side. Meadows evades the tackler, and now some space. He may go. And touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
An extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There you go. It's a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them just called a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 6-yard pickup.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Herbert throwing again. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Herbert.
And 10 yards to go.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
12. And an Orlando first down.
Up the middle they go. Meadows shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down and 5.
Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Fights through it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they've got to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Orlando.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
First down pass.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And an Orlando 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
First down.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle and the traffic, and that's complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Orlando 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And it's 3rd down.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and they're 3 and out on the last possession. I told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, hits Hampton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
Down at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll snap it behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, still the first half, you do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. this offense, and their running back headed back onto the field. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 111 yards rushing for him to this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on the 1st down. 2nd down and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 31 yards.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got his man on the out route. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Herbert
at the 33-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the
now it's Herbert.
First down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 15.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second
From the 50, here's Herbert.
And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds,
so possession will stay the same. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Offense retains possession.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Now second and 5.
Isaiah Likely. A gain of 5 brings up second.
They'll look to throw again.
At the 30-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll come up now, third and 3.
Lad McConkey. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Herbert back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 23.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 51 yards rushing now, 8 carries for him so far.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Hampton. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And we'll call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he returns this to the 22. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Third down and 1.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the Chargers first
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll work inside here. Hampton shoves him aside. And they'll run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yards. And the Chargers first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
McPherson on for the extra point.
down to 20. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And an Orlando first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood,
As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
2nd and 4. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Number 86.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Throwing it to 26, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
In motion, the tight end. Herbert now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That which is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pass taken in by his big and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give here to Hampton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Right side, there's Likely with it. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this.
And he will get in across the trunk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Orlando.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards. And an Orlando 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 143 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
49 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Chargers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dances by him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here, Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
But you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? Wow. What more can you say?
Yeah. He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top.
It's a pickup of 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Again, Herbert.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Herbert. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A run once more with Hampton. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers get a bit closer. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is down to 20. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, for the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense